Companies like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft continue to drive innovation in the game console market as the gaming business develops. Tech behemoths like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google have all entered the market with gaming gadgets of their own and services that take gaming to the cloud. Welcome to the Geeky Sama, where we take you through all the arena has to offer. Subscribe and get ready to dive in. A glimpse into the future of video games can be provided by understanding the history of the sector. From the time of their invention in the 1970s to the present, video games have had the following brief development. You know you are old if you are from the start of the early decades. 1970s. The popularity of home and arcade gaming increased. The computer game The Oregon Trail, the Atari Video Computer System, and the arcade game Space Invaders were all top sellers during the decade. 1980s. The arcade game Pac-Man launched the video game industry's boom in the 1980s, which was swiftly followed by Nintendo's Donkey Kong, which debuted Jumpin', better known as Mario today. With the release of the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1985, the role-playing game Legend of Zelda in 1987, and the portable Game Boy in 1989, Nintendo dominated the remainder of the decade. 1990s. Millions of people were introduced to gaming when Microsoft released Solitaire with Windows 3.0. Before Sony introduced the PlayStation to the American market, Sonic the Hedgehog and the Sega Genesis gaming system ruled the early to mid-1990s. The decade saw the release of Mortal Kombat, which drew attention to video game violence and prompted hearings in the US Senate. 2000s. The Sims from Electronic Arts EA, a life simulation game, marked the start of the 2000s. Microsoft released its first gaming device, the Xbox, in 2001. With the release of the Xbox 360 in 2005, the software giant established itself as a key participant. With the 2004 release of the Nintendo DS, Nintendo continued to dominate the handheld industry. Following that, the business unveiled the Nintendo Wii, which had motion sensors. There were several of the most played games, including Rock Band and World of Warcraft. Two other mobile apps that shook up the market were Farmville and Angry Birds. 2010s. The popularity of mobile gaming increased as smartphones became more widespread. The video game industry has changed as a result of titles like the independently developed game Minecraft and Pokémon Go, which established augmented reality AR in video games. In response, Nintendo released the Switch in 2017, enabling users to take their favorite games from their home TV displays with them wherever they went. With the best-selling PlayStation 4 game system of the decade, Sony outsold all other game console manufacturers. An online, cross-platform battle game called Fortnite made $2.4 billion in 2018. It is easy to see how the video game industry is expanding quickly and continuing to rank among the most lucrative. It is growing faster than my wallet can fill up. Technically and commercially, the industry has surpassed all standards. While maintaining all the positive aspects of current gaming trends, some new 3D video game trends are about to emerge. So let's compile every 3D video game trend that is either happening or could happen in 2023 that will win over players all over the world. VR and AR in video games hot diggity. It's getting tough to keep up with the real deal. There is hardly any competition for augmented reality and virtual reality gaming when it comes to providing a fully immersive first-person video game playing experience. The introduction of Pokémon Go led to the sudden popularity of augmented reality gaming. Its growth is fueled by the incorporation of AR and VR solutions in mobile and wearable technology, as well as consumer demand for immersive gaming experiences. The cost of VR headsets will decrease over the next few years, according to The Economist. The use of VR gaming equipment, such as hand controllers and headsets, enables players to engage in interactive gameplay. In contrast to a VR game where the player is completely submerged, AR places virtual scenery and noises over the player's actual surroundings. It is what further enhances the format's appeal and use. The increased use of smartphones has made it easier for game makers to use augmented reality as a storytelling tool. Gotta be ahead of your folks. Trends in cross-platform gaming for 2023. Cross-platform video games have a distinct place among the various conceivable gaming trends for 2023. There have been a number of challenges in creating games that can be played on several platforms and consoles. The main obstacles to cross-platform gameplay were rising costs and a lack of technology. But in 2023, developers are experimenting with game codes to make cross-platform gaming a reality, giving gamers hope for the future. Competitive mobile multiplayer gaming. My phone's in my pocket vibrating, and here the world uses it for bigger things. Mobile games with competitive multiplayer have become very popular over the past year. Multiplayer mobile games have established themselves as a significant gaming trend of 2022 and will continue to rule 2023 as esports becomes a global phenomenon and games like PUBG Mobile gain quick popularity. Moreover, social contact and a sense of superiority over other players keep people interested in multiplayer formats. More and more players are eager to pay for in-app purchases and continue playing games. The popularity of multiplayer video games among players is expected to remain high in 2023. New gaming platforms for PC. Many people believe that the days of PC gaming are over as new gaming frontiers appear on the scene. However, this idea is completely false. In 2023, PC gaming will return in all its splendor. By 2028, the global market for PC games will reach $31.52 billion. Using Globe Newswire, Steam has been the most popular PC gaming platform for years. Yet brand new competitors are coming to give Steam a serious fight. The digital distribution platform GOG is gaining popularity among gamers because to its vast selection of current releases and vintage games. Keep an eye on Epic Games Store, the developers of Fortnite, in addition to Origin, Uplay, and other platforms. Another development to keep an eye out for is the growth of independent games on Roblox, another online gaming platform. Advances in blockchain-based gaming 2023. Blockchain-enabled video games have altered the playing field by making the gaming industry a fertile ground for research. For the purpose of preventing hackers from altering or obliterating an online transaction, blockchains employ strong data encryption technology. The market potential for blockchain video games is pretty large. By 2023, users will spend $200 billion on in-game purchases, according to Newzoo. This technology may help gaming by making in-game purchases safer. As a leading blockchain development company, EDIIE assists startups and established companies in integrating blockchain technology into their business models to address pressing issues. Blockchains will provide players more control as they transition from play to win to play to earn, in addition to providing developers with access to safer and newer markets. Blockchain is also a groundbreaking technology for developing and storing in-game assets. One of the major 3 video game trends to look out for in 2022 is this one. In 2023, it will be at the turning point of the growth of the video game industry. This ain't like the chains in a dungeon. Esports, playing video games can bring in money. In the 1990s, it was a source of mockery or contempt. And right now, the world is experiencing NFT video games and esports, which help both individuals and businesses generate and increase their revenue. Competent video gamers play together in a rising global sector known as esports. Esports encompasses competitions in a variety of video games, much as traditional sports competition in games like football, basketball, cricket, etc. Giant worldwide firms are putting their toes in the esports game market because the esports industry is becoming so popular. The Asian Games of 2022 will debut esports. Esports will eventually be accepted as a legitimate Olympic sport. A sizable audience base has already found it amusing. By 2023, the market for video games used in esports will reach $2,174.8 million. I knew I was working in the wrong field. Metaverse gaming. There is considerable anticipation for video games' metaverse debut. Numerous game developers have already started to carve out their best and first opportunities in metaverse gaming. The use of metaverse technology in numerous fields is expanding daily. The world of video games is still struggling. One of the most well-known gaming fads of 2023 is metaverse gaming. By 2027, the market for metaverse video games will be worth $710.21 billion. Metaverse video games, whether centralized or decentralized, are unquestionably growing in popularity. Furthermore, the market forecast indicates that this phenomenon will continue well until 2023. So basically, it's going to be virtual me having all the fun. There goes them girls. Future of the game industry. These were some of the most important 3 video game trends of 2023, and they're probably going to get bigger as technology advances. Since 2017, 2023 will be a successful year for gaming. By 2023, there will be 3.07 billion mobile gamers worldwide. Generally, the video game industry is always changing along with technology and consumer preferences for gameplay. A significant element that will enhance the game experience is also the intensifying competition among developers. In 2023, we'll be at the center of these burgeoning breakthroughs, experts in designing innovative, interactive, and immersive experiences. They are groups of professionals committed to building dynamic gaming interface based on the preferences and impressions of players. The expertise now hover in creating engaging games with Mr. VR and R technology. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.